You know what it is, man. We just stepped in the building. Happy birthday, Stak 5, my G, know what I'm saying? We might be late night here, man.
This is my mama. This is my kid.
Yeah, man.
Ain't love me, that wasn't nothing new. We gonna stand on this block until there's nothing left. Sudden death, where your pride, black? Go where it's quiet at. It got my heart pumping. It really means something. If I tell you I love you, it really means something, Mike D.
I swear. Mutual. Feelings are mutual, brother. You know what it is. I'm talking about. Long time in the making right here, y'all. But I called it the best time because perfect timing is the best time, period. It's your birthday, it means something.
Mm-hmm.
You back home, your second home. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can call it your first home.
Yeah.
Straight up,
My
man.
birthplace.
Birthplace.
The trigger the tray. My birthplace.
Wow.
Yeah, born and raised.
That's why it's so. Run this thing, 5. Let's go, man.
Yeah.
We back, y'all. You done tuned in to the one-on-one with Mickey and Mike D. And right now I got my brother in the building, and I do mean my Muslim brother in the building, man. The biggest, one of the realest in the game, man. I'm talking about, what was it? 20. What year you went in the draft? 97?
97.
97. Second round, 42nd pick. Come on, man.
Second to last pick.
Ooh. Oh, so you had your heart like going.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I wanted it. Yeah. Pick didn't matter to me. I wanted it.
Who was the lucky contestants that got that first pick?
Who was the first pick that year?
That year. And then you went to the Pacers after that, right?
Wasn't Tim Duncan? 97?
97.
Might have been Tim Duncan.
Might have been Duncan.
Might have been Tim Duncan.
That's dope, though. That's a hell of a class to be a part of.
Yeah. I don't remember the class I was in, but I knew I was just trying to get in. You know, once your name get in that system, you know what I'm saying, you got opportunity to stick. So I just wanted to get in. You know, the only person I knew to ever get in was B.J. Tyler from Port Arthur, Texas. So, and I knew him. We grew up next door, so I knew it was real once I seen him make it. So I just wanted to get in.
Man, take us to that day, man, right there.
Oh, man.
Y'all on the couch, y'all watching it, you there, what's going on?
We in PA at my mama house. My mama house, 3200 block, my two brothers, my 3200 brothers, in the garage. Judy, she put up TV in the garage, and the whole night, everybody pull up. I knew I was getting drafted the second to last pick in the second round because I went worked out. Shout out to Mike Bibby Mama. Mike Bibby Mama got me an opportunity to work out for the Suns.
And so it was Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah, Phoenix. Yeah. And they only had one pick that year because they had made trades for McDice and somebody else. And they just got Steve Nash too, so they had one pick. They had no room on the roster, but they had to make their pick. So when I tried out, they told me, like, look, you ain't gonna make the roster, but we gonna give you $250,000. We gonna draft you and give her the opportunity, you know what I mean? And senior tie CBA team, so it worked out. Right. I got in the system and I got drafted, so I didn't really care about it, anything. My name was on that screen. All my was going crazy. My mom was going crazy. My name went on that screen. I was happy with that.
Man, from the bottom to the top, man. And that alone probably felt like that 70 million you accused. You know what I mean? That one day, I know it did to come from where we come from. I know your struggle.
Yeah, everybody, we good now. You know what I'm saying? That was my attitude. Now, I had no idea I was going to see the money that I was going to see, you know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah, the money I was going to see going forward in my career. But, when I first got in the door, you can tell them my attitude was like, we made it. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing, the paying taxes and ups and downs, baby mamas, all that. Yeah, nigga, we got it. Not knowing the shit I was going to go through, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, we here.
And you one of the ones, too. So I'm talking about, I knew it. When I seen it, I said, we got hope.
Yeah.
We got a chance now, y'all.
Yeah.
We got a chance because a lot of time during that time, you got to remember what was going on. Shaw, Texas.
Yeah.
I-10.
Yeah.
The whip game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And Mike D, a lot of niggas don't notice. I'm finna give you some game. The Shaw, Texas song. You know the song.
Yes.
They come down trying to sell dope.
Oh,
And
yeah,
rest in peace. My big brother is the one that went down there and got all the shit, set it all shit off. When the whole story is about my brother set the shit off. My older brother, rest in peace. LD, yeah.
Man.
That whole song is basically about him and the mother in PA there, and he went out there and set the shit off. So the story is true.
All the way true.
All the way true.
All the way. I remember Troy used to take us out there back in the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And that slab, they don't understand, it's really a slab with 100 or more, and everybody going home rich.
That was a different time. You know, that was a little, you know, that was a little before my era, before I jumped off the porch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. I knew everybody, I know everybody, but that was a little bit before my era, so we was hearing about it.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up in that. Wasn't officially out there on Shore, Texas. Man. But I know everything about it. Man. Yeah, I know everything about it, but it's all true.
Man, I was a baby at that time, and I truly remember, man, I'm talking about we go out on the weekend and come back with them, what they call in that dog in your pocket. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Number dog. That was the
$1 million trap.
Out-of-town movement that we started was PA, then Nacogdoches, then back up to Louisiana.
Yeah.
I think that just opened all that up from 59 all the way up 10, bro.
Yeah.
Because you know the real money was out of town.
Well, you know, from up in PA, we didn't know nothing about Houston but Third Ward forever until we actually was old enough to drive out here and see what's other parts of Houston. I'm just being real with you because as far as we went, my partners will tell you, McGuine, CUNY Homes, that's it.
And
cornbreads.
And back.
You know what I'm saying? We go to cornbread, go to Galleria, but for the most part, we put up we in trade all the time. So we didn't know nothing else.
Man.
For a long time. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, the evolution of Tello, rest in peace, Tello. Yeah. You know, Tello really was the bridge between Port Arthur and Third Ward because the relationships he had. You know what I'm saying? He had real relationships. He got kids in PA. Shout out to Lil Tello. Hopefully he'll come home soon. So, you know what I'm saying? We got real family ties with Third Ward, bro.
What was that time when he jumped off a bridge or something and broke his leg or something? Remember that back in the gap?
He had one on him, one of them whole ones on him, and trying to get away and jumped off a bridge and ended up breaking his leg. You know, Tello a real one, man. He real, but his heart was bigger than any. Come on, man. And you know what I'm saying? I got to, you know, we speaking about Tello, that's how I met George Floyd. Through Tello. That's what I was going to ask. So Tello was the main link. Because you say you was born here too, but when you start coming back. I moved to PA when I was like 4 or 5.
Right.
You know, the man my mom was married to was really in the streets. You know what I'm saying? He was doing a lot of stuff in the house that she didn't want us around. And her mom and all my family, her sister and brother was in PA. So she moved us back to PA when I was like 4 or 5.
And said, I'm gonna get y'all away from this man. And you ran full speed back to it.
They lived in the train. We had a house off Bissonnette.
That's wild. And imagine those two spots are the spots. Mm-hmm. If you're running from something, you run into it.
Bissonnette, you know, back then, Bissonnette was the whole stroll.
Yeah. Yeah. And then if you go too far down, you might find the male stroll. Did he stroll?
Yeah.
That's what I had to tell him. I said,
Mad boys don't know nothing about that, man.
Man, go too deep up in that hole if you want to. You gonna come out with something you ain't playing. you better check them Adam apples.
Yeah. No parts of that.
No parts, man. So Tello introduced you to George Floyd because a lot of people think that, oh man, Stak just came and just was repping because he knew of Floyd or he met him here and now. They just look alike.
Yeah.
It's really 3 of y'all. It's Lamont.
Yeah, Lamont too. Gorilla.
Floyd and you, man.
Yeah.
I thought you and Floyd was brothers for the longest, bro.
It ain't, and if you think that, you got good eyes.
For real,
so we
bro.
look, you know what I'm saying? We look alike. We really look alike.
And I used to love how when you got that jump man deal, you come down. What you doing, Floyd? Come on with it. Load him up.
Sitting in boxes and shit. Yeah, that's my nigga, man. Tello, you know, Tello was back and forth in PA. Like I said, he got kids in PA. So I remember, you know, we was playing, I was on the park or something like that, and Tello was like, man, I got a homeboy look just like you. I'm like, yeah, right, man. He was like, nah, for real, man. This nigga Big Floyd look just like you. So and when he finally brought him to Port Arthur, I think I seen him in front of the Stars or one of them clubs that Tello had brought him down that one weekend. And you know, it's like
as soon as you see him, you knew what it was.
But it was like,
who your daddy, nigga?
Nigga, who your daddy, nigga? For real, nigga. Yeah. I know I was born in the third ward, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, we look that much alike, nigga.
That it really could be like.
We instantly called each other twin.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And we instantly hit it off. You know what I'm saying? Floyd was an athlete. You know what I'm saying? I'm an athlete. We both was in the, you know, grew up in the streets, grew up in Port Arthur, grew up in third ward, doing hard times, saying all the shit. You know what I'm saying? And God blessed me to be able to get through a lot of that shit and make it. You know what I'm saying? Man. Floyd was a great athlete as well.
He was.
You know what I'm saying? He had the talent to make it as well. But you know, different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I think him wanting to be that athlete and being professional and me actually living it, but me being the same nigga, I'm still sipping syrup, hanging out, doing all the same. You know what I'm saying? We connected in that way, you know what I'm saying? And I thank God for that connection because, you know, a lot of them times that summer, you know, even though we was sipping, drinking, smoking weed, but that kept us out of trouble. That kept us out. We wasn't on the scene.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When we come out here, we'll pull up on George and them and what's my Joe, man, rest in peace, Joe.
Oh man, yeah, you
man, rest in peace, Joe. Rest in peace, Gutter too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So you know I was in the middle of it, nigga.
Yeah.
Come on, man, I was in the middle of it. Rest in peace, Joe.
Nah, it's not a game. The first hood you pulled up wasn't the old block.
Nah,
he didn't have.
And we gonna talk about that too. We gonna talk about that too.
That wasn't the first hood, y'all. We just gotta let them know.
Born in this shit.
Yeah, nah.
But you know that shit kept us out of the clubs, out of the street, because we was coming in, it was all love. Them niggas protected me, bro. Every time I came out here, they got what we needed. We chilled in the projects and we went back down to PA, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we stayed for a couple days, you know what I'm saying? We was always out there, but the first time we was always pulling up on G. We was always pulling up on G. And Woo, shout out Woo. Woo was a baby then.
Oh, man.
Woo was a baby then, man. You know what I'm saying? Woo was a baby. But yeah, man, it was real love in the tray, man. Poe, everybody, man. It was real love.
Shout out Poe, Cat Wayne.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
know Lamont don't lose it because he told me, he said, man, when he come, man, you got to call me, man. I said, man, and then you just popped up. So, hey, we going to catch you on the next round month for the shit show, man. Them boys love you, man. You were hope and still are. Because even when I got in this podcast game, you know I sat back and just watched you, right?
Come on, man.
You know I just sat back and studied the whole pandemic. I said, man, if this nigga street nigga get some fame and this the retirement plan,
yeah, it's enough for us all.
Right.
Yeah, and I was happy to see you do it, Mike D, because me and my partners, with me and the two niggas, that's my right hand. We you are. The music you made in the era you come up in, y'all a big part of our life. Y'all the soundtrack to our life, bro. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the things we do, the way we talk, the way we move in our life, we adapted from listening to Screw in that era. Man, you know what I'm saying? So to see you do the podcast game, I was intrigued because, you know what I'm saying, that's all we know. You know, I give massages to Screw.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I listen to Screw all to this day. My massage therapy, everybody tell you, everything I listen to at home is slowed down. You know what I'm saying? So that's the credit to y'all. So
yes,
what y'all instilled in the music y'all did, that shit is embedded in me. That's a big part of me, bro. So everything you've done to see you in this podcast space, I applaud it, because from being one of the leaders in this space, and I can say that now because we got proof, nigga.
Number one with a bullet.
Yeah, go check the numbers with this paper, fool. You dig what I'm saying? I can say that now, but
yeah,
I'm happy. But with saying that, I've been always the first one to say it's enough for all of us in here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only person with especially an athlete, that posts everybody podcast. Niggas I don't even know.
You do.
I show love to everybody, you know, because it's enough for us all.
And you
know
call me every time I drop something that do something, you call me and you give it to me. Life is supposed to be given, and I love that for you. Thank you.
Because when you're going viral, Mike D, it ain't nobody telling you what to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
It's just happening. So when the shit is authentic, that's when it's respected. You know what I'm saying? But when motherfuckers forcing the viral moment,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's not respected, and there's too many people doing that. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do, one thing people don't understand is why I say everybody can have a podcast, because everybody has their own story.
Yes.
Nobody's the same, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if you can get your platform to where you talking about something that's genuinely you,
we gonna tap in.
You're gonna win.
Yeah.
Because it's a million people out there that's gonna adapt to your story, but it has to be genuinely you. You can't tell somebody else's story. You know what I'm saying? That's why now if you look with ESPN with the sports, people don't have to wait till that shit come on no more because they got 20 people that's talking about what happened just now on the court on Instagram before it even get to ESPN. You see what I'm saying? So it's enough room for everybody.
Everybody.
That's why I want people to understand, man, you can start your podcast, you can do whatever you want because there's room for everybody. So when I seen you do it, I'm like, yes, Mike D. Yes, Mike D, because ain't nobody else can do it. And if anybody can do it, it's you, bro.
Yeah.
It's you. And you naturally went viral, and look where you at now.
It's gone.
Out of here.
It's to the moon.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Out of there,
What is you talking about?
They out of there, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. But I love it, man. When you did make that pivot, what made you get into the podcast world? You just, I mean, bro, you was unpolished. You just, I mean, and then all of a sudden it was just, I guess, being yourself, I guess.
Well, it started because me and Matt was both doing ESPN and Fox. We was doing all their shows and we was making their shows hot. You know what I'm saying? I was from the jump. Shout out Rachel Nichols for giving me my start with the jump. You know what I'm saying? I made that show hot. ESPN started bringing me on. They didn't want to give a nigga what he was worth, what I was worth. You know what I mean? So, and Matt had kind of went through that same thing where it was a blessing. We seen it at the same time. Like, damn, they paying all these other motherfuckers the money, but the real motherfuckers ain't watching the show. They watch it because of me. You know what I'm saying? So after we did that, we ended up somewhere in somewhere where we were smoking and Matt was coming out to buy. Let's do a podcast. I'm like, bro, I don't know what that shit is, but I'm down. You know, I'm just a lawyer, nigga. You know, I'm just down. Whatever it is, nigga, we can make some money. I'm down. I ain't got to be the leader. And he was like, let's do a podcast, whatever it is. So Matt is the type of person that he's very calculated.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I would definitely say shout out him and Brian Daly. They are the brains of everything that's going on at All the Smoke Productions. You know what I'm saying? Was
it pandemic?
Right during that time.
It was another sports, two guys, where it was three of them. What's the name of them?
Knuckleheads. They started it.
Yeah, they started it.
They was the first. Shout out my brother Q Rich and Darius Miles. They started it. They was the first to actually start a podcast.
Yes.
Ex-NBA players. They was the first. You know what I'm saying? And they and that's our brothers. You know, we support each other big time.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, we support each other big time. But when Matt came up with the idea, he had a relationship with a woman. Shout out Ellen Reckerton. Ellen Reckerton is the lady who started Red Table Talk, the Jada Pinkett show.
Jada Pinkett.
She started that show, and her and Matt are like this. She brought us to Brian Daly at Showtime. Brian Daly was the vice president of Showtime Sports. They had nothing of the sort of what we do and what we brought to the table. So he wanted to jump behind it.
Wow.
And it just took off from there, you know, to the point where I got into boxing while I was with Showtime.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Steve Espinosa. He let me get into the boxing space where I was doing the weigh-ins, all the weigh-ins, shit like that, to the point where Paramount buys Showtime 5 years later. Paramount is buying Showtime. So they don't want none of our properties, the sports, the boxing. Showtime gives us, Paramount buys it and gives everything to us. So Showtime Boxing is now All the Smoke's fight.
Whoa.
And we have All the Smoke. So we own everything from, that now, you know what I'm saying? So that's how we starting our boxing stuff now. Like I said, I give big credit to Brian Daly, but Matt just been real calculated, and from the success of the podcast to just being naturally us, it parlayed us into the boxing and the other things to where we are now. So 5 years later, we own our production company. We own everything. We're in the boxing space now, but we did partnerships with Andre Ward and Roy Jones to head our boxing space. And it's just been a blessing, man. But Matt is somebody who I'm loyal to.
Right.
Like, that's my real brother. Like, we bond. A lot of people don't know our relationship built. Roy did tell you when Matt's mom died. People, it's a crazy story. We on the way to Matt's mom's funeral. And we hear Pimp C die.
That same year?
On the radio.
Wow.
We on the way to Matt's mama's funeral. Me and my cousin Scoop in the black Bentley Nage, nigga. And it come on the radio that Pimp C died. And I called Bun on the phone. And Bun say, yeah, babe. Bun crying on the phone. That's how we on the way to Matt's mama's funeral. So I got to process that.
And that.
And, you know what I'm saying? And I got to speak at Matt's mama's funeral. You know what I'm saying? So during that time, we was going into, I don't know, we had a break or something, or it was off season or something. I ended up staying the whole time with Matt. You know what I'm saying? So
that's how y'all got that bond.
Smoked 1 million boxes of Swishers. You know what I'm saying? Cried with him, let him cry. You know what I'm saying? Because
I never knew Matt was gangster like that until you got around him.
Let me tell y'all one thing about Matt, and I'm going to sum it up real simple because I don't want to tell a nigga whole story.
Right.
Nigga, Matt daddy used to smoke crack with the windows up, dropping him off to school.
So he come from the bottom.
Come on, man. He don't look like it, but his daddy took him through that.
Right.
Yeah. So, but that's why it's hard for him to show emotion now. We trying to get him. You know, I cry all the time.
Yeah.
Well, we trying to
just
get
emotional gangsters.
But I'm trying to get him to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get him to that.
Process it.
Yeah.
Process it, Matt. Process it.
But I love that nigga deeply, bro, because I say this proudly. Like after basketball, like you really don't know what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we all don't expect to go into TV and be successful. Like you know what I'm saying? I did everything. I got a platinum album.
That's a job.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just finna say.
I got all kinds of stuff. I can do whatever I want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you never know what God wants you to do. It's a big difference, man. It's a big difference, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So with bringing Matt in my life at the time while I was doing media, I still was trying to figure out what I was going to stick and do that. And that gave me an opportunity to really like, I own some shit. You know what I'm saying? We out the way. I ain't got to do work for nobody. You know what I'm saying? We got something solid. So without him, I wouldn't be in this position. So a lot of love to my brother.
And this podcast, this media space, because we don't want to just say podcast because y'all have a show. Y'all are like ESPN. I feel like they try to put us in boxes with that podcast title.
Yeah.
And Fire tells me all the time, hey, Mike, man, we a talk show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Running after the ambulance, chasing, we don't know what happened. They big you died today, such and such died tomorrow. King Von, this, that, and that. Man, how many ops have you created in this media space, man? Because I heard the Shay.
Yeah.
I know Charles and White rightfully deserve, but that's something to do with our brother.
Yeah.
Man, it just seemed like it's always somebody Shay got something to say about different things, and they be mad because we real niggas and we just gonna make it in their space. I'm sorry.
You know, it gets to a point with me where sometimes, like, you got to know who you dealing with. So with me, I'm not your average basketball player, dog. I'm not. I'm sorry. I ain't patting myself on the back, but sometimes I break my arm and I do pat myself on the back. But at this moment, I'm not, bro. But I'm going to keep it funky with you. Charleston said that shit about George Floyd. I went to Dallas for 6 weeks straight. He'll tell you, I was there for Big 3. His partner, Dewberry, tell you, called him. You got a problem. Let's meet, let's squab, whatever, how you want.
Right now.
I'm here. We ain't got to do the internet shit, I'm here. Nothing happened. So whatever he say, I had much salute to you, bro. I can't respect it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it alone. Whatever he say, I ain't got no problems with him. Whatever he say, I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, bro. I pulled up, nothing happened. I'm gonna leave it alone. I wish him the best.
That's all you can do.
Just keep George Floyd. I'm come from L. We don't speak on dead people.
Kanye too.
You know what I'm saying? I gave it to him too. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm just not that dude. But I respect everybody. I don't talk about nobody. I don't be in nobody's business. I'm in my own lane. But I love hard, and I love the people I love. So I might be wrong when I jump out there sometimes, but that's just who I am, bro. You know what I'm saying?
If I know we don't care about it, but for people like him that may have read George's criminal side, what is it one thing that you would like them to know about George Floyd that they don't know?
Well, I would just clear this thing up. If you from the streets, then you know what I'm about to tell you, this really happens. When people always use, he was that type of person, he put a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach. If you know the story and if you from where we from, you know the true story. He took that case for somebody else.
Wasn't even him.
Because somebody had enough charges on him and the shit was light, so he took it up on his own.
Himself and took that.
Georgie wasn't that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to clear that up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in Houston. Everybody know in Houston that this story is true. He did not do that. That is a rumor. You know what I'm saying? I know him very well. I know what type of person he is, and I know his heart. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff, I just can't let go. You know what I'm saying? You can have your own opinions about him. We all have our flaws. I have my flaws. You know what I'm saying? I smoke and drink as a Muslim. Yeah. Y'all can judge how y'all want about me, but at the end of the day,
Allah's the best to judge.
Yeah, my relationship is with God. I'm not judging y'all. Y'all do y'all thing, but I will continue to speak up for my people. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I love them. You know what I'm saying? And that just something that I couldn't let go. But like I say, don't have no problems with nobody. I don't have no problem with Shannon. You know, if you look at our show, Matt, we had a little segment where we talked about who had the best year, and we had all these people, but our producers didn't have Shannon Sharp on there. So I fucked Matt up. Everybody, well, who you think, Jack? I'm like, Shannon Sharp. Why? Because if you look at it, he had the best year.
He did.
I'm not no hater. I'm not no hater. You know what I'm saying?
He got to be on the list.
I'm not no hater. You know what I'm saying? Just keep my name out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just listening to Chad Butler. Fight come with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we was taught, bro. I don't bother nobody. You don't never see me bother nobody, getting nobody business, bro. And let's clear up the old box shit since we talked about that.
Yeah.
You can't find. I give $1 million to anybody that you can find on old block to say I checked in. This how the whole story went. We was in Chicago for the big 3. We went out. We got fucked up. We was back in the hotel gambling and playing cards in the lobby. Will Bynum is from Chicago. He has another dude from Chicago. My drunk ass says, let's go to O Block.
I mean, that's not a norm for you, though.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not a reach for you.
No, and it wasn't surprising to nobody that was there.
Especially
and Will was like, you for real? I'm like, yeah, dog, let's go. They knew somebody there. They called him. Them niggas told us we could pull up. I pulled up, rolled some weed with them, smoked with a couple of them. There's one little dude, shout out Ty. I don't know what he got going on. I'm finna tell you a story about Ty.
Damn.
As soon as I got out there, that little nigga stuck, you know what I'm saying, got right on my hip. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
little
man.
young nigga. You know, to the point where shit.
If something happened to him, it's happening to me.
Bro, he just stuck to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gave him my weed, he rolled me and him smoking together. So I'm out there shooting basketball, shooting the bullshit.
Oh, you
Niggas smoke 5 in the morning.
Yes.
Like I'm in PA, nigga. Ain't no checking in, nigga. I pulled up on the youngins. You see what I'm saying? But look, I'm out there chilling, so bam. Have a good time, how the niggas burn off. The young nigga Ty, stay in touch with him. The nigga ends up getting shot. Who you think sending the money? I don't know this little nigga from nothing. I'm just a solid nigga.
Yeah,
sending the money to ask his sister, ask his mama, ask his daddy. Sending the money, taking care of, you know what I'm saying? He ended up getting into some trouble in jail. Well, I don't know the situation. So those type of situations where I don't know if you get, I gotta back away from that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not my obligation to help you, but in that type of shit, I gotta back away because I don't want to be nowhere involved. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. But shout out to Ty, man. I was showing, it was a cool little nigga. I hope he doing good, but I showed him a lot of love, and I'm glad I went out there because I was able to put some game into him, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm saying? I was able to help him and his family a little bit during the tough time. That was my purpose for going to O Block. Because God knew this young man was finna go through something and he needed somebody to give him a helping hand. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I went to O Block, bro.
And this is the first time you just spoke on it.
The problem is, everybody can't go. That's the problem. 5 can go. We can't just pull up like that, so we gotta hate on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to O Block, man. I'm glad I was able to tell that story, man. And I'm glad I pulled up. Shout out to Will Bynum and everybody else who made that happen, man. I might be in another ghetto and pull up on y'all, nigga.
Just like that. Yeah. I never heard the check-in part.
Yeah.
I was just tripping because I'm like, man, this thing crazy as hell. But I'm telling you, it only look crazy because it's on TV. Yeah. But if they know you, that's what you want to do.
But you know, Mike D, like with me too, like, when I go places and it's niggas that I love, I do check in. I call my partner. I ain't checking in for protection.
Yeah,
I'm checking in to let a nigga know that's in the state that I love that I'm in your state, nigga. Let's link up. I don't need no protection. But that's out of respect. That ain't out of that ain't out of being fear and like no. I would want if a nigga in Port Arthur and he know I'm there.
Man,
nigga, if you don't call me,
I'm gonna be disrespected. Feel disrespected.
You know what I'm saying? So and that's how every nigga should feel. If I'm in Cali and I don't call Boulevard a term across the street, I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? And that's the real nigga code. I'm under the old law. You know what I'm saying? And we in the generation where they don't understand that.
Where y'all filming it now?
We got our own studio, man, and our own office in Santa Monica now.
Man,
LA. Yep. We didn't grow to where we got our own shit.
On up.
Speaking of the show, let me give a shout out to Christina, man. She had a baby today, man. She had a baby today. Christina.
Oh, congratulations,
Christina is our COO. She runs everything for All the Smoke Productions, and she had a baby today. So shout out to her and shout out to Bird, man. Congratulations to y'all.
Man, for real. I'm doing a lot, man. The best, man.
Yeah.
Man, bro, let's go here one time, man. This Malice in the Palace. I know you talk about this a million times, boy, but do you look back at it now and say, damn, I don't know if I should have been that real? Because your heart, we talking about your heart, and you could have lost everything you love, man. I was so mad at you, man. I'm like, no. When I watched it and seen, you didn't even go to the stands to throw a blow. It seemed like when you got there, something else happened. Somebody pushed you or something?
I needed social media. Because I could have jumped in that motherfucker and broke that bitch down. You know what I'm saying? To plead my case, my nigga. I couldn't say nothing for what, 20 years?
Oh, yeah,
Till we did that documentary.
All that, yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? If I could have had social media, I could have got right on it and said, man, hold on, man, nah. Let's slow this shit down. Let's look. When I went in the stands, I ran past 5 rows of people. So if I just went up there and just wanted to start throwing haymakers, I could have hit the first 5. I could have just started swinging on them motherfuckers. That wasn't my MO.
Nah.
I was going to get my teammates. So when I got to Ron, I went around all them folk, bro. Got to Ron and put my hands on Ron. And when I put my hands on Ron, a fan threw another beer in his face. It's right there on camera, bro.
I knew something like that happened. I swear.
I'm like, all right, man. Like, I can't.
Because you're a scrapper by nature. If you come in to fight, you gonna fight.
And I couldn't let that go.
Nah.
And not even that. Ain't no white people throwing shit
on me.
Around me.
Yeah. It's a team sport.
You just can't do that. We scarred, bro. And you should understand why. We can't accept that, especially strong black men. We can't accept no shit like that. But that shit happened right when I was getting ready to grab him, bro. Me and my coach grabbed Ron at the same time. So, like, that was just a reaction. That's just from being from Port Arthur. That was just a reaction. I was comfortable in that environment. I wasn't tripping.
The shit out.
I caught him with a good one, and I was on my. But if you see the tape, this is no lie. I'm gonna see the tape. My teammate grabbed me. I was finna go. I was finna go 8-pound stomp on him.
Especially if I think it's over.
He was already down.
I'm talking about, man, boy.
He was down.
I'm talking about. I know that. Did you get the one that threw the beer?
That's who I hit. The second beer. That's why I hit.
All that matters.
Ron, the one who went up there and grabbed the wrong nigga. I caught the person that threw the bill on him the second time. I caught him. That's the one I hit. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't worth no $3 million.
Who in the NBA that you could relate to, that you related to and had respect, reached out to you and helped you through that process?
Oh, BD, Baron Davis. Baron Davis helped through that situation and the shootout.
That's where I was going next.
He was the first nigga to call me both times. You know, I had my support system with all my niggas there.
Well, I'm saying in in the league or played in the league or
DD. I don't fuck with I didn't fuck with niggas. Like if you wasn't really on my team, like I didn't talk to you. I was like, we from the era. We didn't work out with niggas. We didn't hang with niggas. Like it's very
real niggas hadn't hit the scene.
You got 1 or 2 niggas on other teams that you really fuck with. The rest of the 30 whatever teams, you ain't fucking with nobody on their team, bro. It's niggas like Al and whatever team Al on, Stephon Marbury, we fuck around. But in Indiana, I had a whole bunch of niggas just like me in Indiana.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Come on now.
Come on with that. What? Jamal Tinsley, shout out Jamal Tinsley, shout out Marquise Daniels, shout out Jermaine O'Neal, shout out who else we had, bro? Orion Green, shout out David Harrison, Jonathan Bender. Everybody was young with that bag.
Ooh.
It was out of control.
And it amplifies. What happened with the shootout, bro? What made you?
Just me being loyal to a fault again. Some people pressing JT. And I pull up with my gun and let some shots off and end up getting hit by a car. The nigga saw me landing off shots and he hit me with a car and knocked all my teeth out. I had to have plastic surgery with no anesthesia for 2 hours. Facts, right, Roy D? I had to fight this shit for 2 hours, bro. Stitching my lips up and shit, because the nigga was scared. He thought I was gonna put a hole in him. Yep. Some niggas
holes in him for that, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. But did they do something to you for that? Did you get suspended or something?
Yeah, well, I was already on probation from the brawl. They put us on probation from the brawl, so I ended up violating probation. And I had to go do 10 days in this bullshit ass kind of program that was in Detroit though.
Anger shit.
In Detroit, not even in Indiana where this shit happened, in Detroit, because I violated probation from the brawl in Detroit. So I had to go do 10 days in this bullshit ass program, coming home smelling like deer piss every day. and then I had to do that shit, and I had to do some probation shit in Naptown too. Then I got suspended 7 games when I got traded to Golden State. I got suspended the first 7 games because of that shit.
And that's a check right there. That's a check right there.
Yeah, fucked off
Yeah.
because we should have won. We was gonna win. If that brawl don't happen, we win the championship, bro. Couldn't nobody see us.
Man.
Everybody can say what they want, but the proof is in the pudding, bro.
Come on, man.
Y'all seen what we was doing, niggas. And tell me this: anybody in that right mind, you see this lineup coming? Ron Artest at the 3, me at the 2, Tinsley at the 1, Jermaine O'Neal at the 4, and Jeff Foster at the 5. You got a long night, nigga.
Yes.
I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
You got a long night.
Who was one of the tougher defenders on the court that might not have had they rep up that you was like when you go against the motherfuckers, you like, man, I gotta think about this nigga the night before.
I mean, if I just got to give niggas props, it's gonna be two. If defensively, Ron Artest. When I played against him, I'm playing against myself. Like I know you nigga, but fuck you.
Y'all getting each other head. Y'all
Help,
that's
what?
you too. You
Help.
hit it,
bro. We used to argue when we was on the team about who guarding who. A nigga scored once on me. He like, let me get him. He's nigga score.
You playing.
That's why I love him. You know what I'm saying? But if I gotta just say anybody whoever just worried about and thought about, number 8.
Got to get to him.
Bean.
Okay.
Come
yeah.
on. That's
yeah.
it.
Oh man. Yes.
the only other person that
Yes.
I would give props to, like, and even just think about was T-Mac. T-Mac was that. But Kobe being Bryant is nothing other than, I'm talking about
He another animal,
my
man.
classmate, all that, but on that court, he don't know nobody and don't want to know nobody. Don't want to be friends with nobody. Don't care.
Y'all classmates?
Yeah, played the McDonald's game together, the same team, the 2 and the 3, starting lineup.
Man, give us something about Kobe we don't know, man.
And just had a kill list at 13 years old with everybody that's in the top 10, and is it called kill list?
He want to go up against
I wasn't in the top 10, so my name wasn't on there. But everybody that was in the top 10, their name was on there. He hunted all them niggas down.
Jordan on there for sure.
Nah, in our class.
Oh,
niggas in our
shit.
class. Yeah, we was still in high school.
Oh, he another monster then.
Dog, man, nigga, I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all don't know. Mike Bibby remember this story. We getting out of practice and everybody want to go to McDonald's. You know, we eating at McDonald's and shit back then. This is 96. Then Kobe like, all right, I holler at y'all. That nigga wasn't eating that shit then.
He know he was on a mission. What you eat is
Man,
what
that
you
shit
shit.
is everything to us, nigga. Double cheeseburger,
With
shake,
that motherfucker here, that
apple
quarter
pie.
pounder shit.
Nigga, around
Oh,
that
yeah.
time, nigga, that's Ruth Chris. Nigga, you tripping.
No cap.
And Kobe like, off that. Y'all can have that.
That's
At
crazy.
17, 18 years old, bro. He was different, bro. I can say, you know, I'm a man, and I'm comfortable saying that's somebody that I admired at my age, the same age as me. I admired that nigga because I had the same passion with being great, you know what I'm saying? But the Port Arthur me, I want to hang out. I want to have bitches. You know what I'm saying? I want to let niggas know I got this money. You know what I'm saying? Just want to, the street in me caused me to miss a lot of All-Star games, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I admire Kobe because we had the same dreams and he was able to fulfill that shit. That nigga said he was going to be damn near better than Jordan. You know what I'm saying? We was kids. And that nigga was the closest thing to it, bro.
You say the closest, man. Some people say better. Some people say closer. What you think?
Some in certain skill-wise, he was better than MJ, but at the end of the day, nobody would ever be better than
Jordan.
Nah, not Jeffrey, bro. I'm sorry. I don't care what
Come
you
on,
say.
man. Bryant?
Braun is 3 on my list. And it ain't no shade to him. Braun was better than me. I played against Braun. Braun was unstoppable. But what we was taught and the winning mentality we have and the hunger to win, like, that means something to me. It ain't no down. And I love Braun. I speak highly of Braun. I'm not going to let nobody talk about Braun around me because I know how great he is. But just the will to win, Kobe and Jordan had that shit was just it's unteachable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they did it. They did it, bro. And when you go into the NBA, the goal is to win. You know what I'm saying? Goal is to win, not just score a lot of points or have all the All-Star games. The goal is to win. And you know, if somebody asked me, Jack, who would you tell your son to admire or to be like in the NBA right now? I would tell them LeBron. I wouldn't tell them Jordan. The reason why, because LeBron has done everything right as a family man, as a father, as a basketball player with taking care of his body. Like, he's the longevity. Like, as far as if you're talking about longevity, Bron is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? He's done everything right. So I would want my son to be like LeBron. But when we talking about basketball skill and just a basketball player that was born to be, come on, it's nobody better, bro. It's nobody better.
Flu game.
Nobody better than MJ, bro.
But invented the word flu game.
Bro, how long has it been since MJ played a basketball game?
Right.
Niggas still waiting in line. for his shoes, bro. How long has been since this man played the game?
Feel like Christmas when they send you the
Come on,
boxes
man.
still. You don't even pay for them no more.
Man,
When they send the
great
boxes, how you
the
feel?
Great Lord blessed with Jeffrey just to be him, bro. You can't.
Come on,
and people
man.
got to just stop going against it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
you got to
Jesus.
stop going against it. Dog, his highlights is not like nobody else's highlights.
That's real too, bro.
I'm just sorry, it's not. Just look at his highlights and look at everybody else's highlights.
It's different.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, everybody here's what y'all gonna see. That's different. This is some game I'm giving y'all. When you look at Jordan highlights, that's different than everybody highlights. Watch the opposing team bench.
They up. Watching that bitch.
Every move, they
No. He got you.
That should tell you everything right there. If you look at everybody, the bench like everybody else bench like. When MJ was playing, the opposing bench tripping.
Tripping.
I'm saying, bro, that tell you right there.
Tripping.
Telling you.
Vernon Maxwell.
My guy. Just talked to him. He here right now. He be at the party tomorrow. That's my guy.
I'm waiting to meet him.
I'm gonna let him tell some stories about me because, like you told me a story I didn't even know how when you first met me.
Come
you know what I'm
on,
saying? I want you to tell it too, but he got some stories too. But it was an honor to bring him on the show because he was a real one. You know what I'm saying? And like,
super real.
we don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't really reach out to our vets, people that paved the way for him and show him no love. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of the old players hating on the new players said the old players hate, you know what I'm saying? And me and Matt been trying to be that bridge in between that shit to show everybody love, you know what I'm saying? So it was a blessing for me to have that relationship with Vernon to bring him on the show. And I knew the show was gonna be a hit, but I can't lie, I didn't know it was gonna be that of a hit.
Man,
you know
the man was, and see, this the thing, I would love to have him because let me show you something. The man pulled up the third ward, man, and bought some dope for me with fake money, man. The man is a real nigga, man. I'm talking about this real talk, man. Actually, the man pull up on my guy with two fake $20 bills and got me. You know what I did? Laugh like a motherfucker, man. Man, boy, you can't get miggity on, and these in my dope, man.
Yeah.
Man, I open that shit up. I'm so intrigued by who it is.
Yeah.
Man, we talking McGuire. Come on now.
McGuire, yeah.
I see everybody.
Yeah, we
when
on
my
McGuire.
boy play football, all them boys pulling through. I'm there when they deranged. I ain't gonna put him out there, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about I done seen NFL championship rings.
Yeah, come through there.
Yeah, great linebackers from the Texans, the Oilers, this, that, and the third, man. This man here had me so intrigued on who he was because he was the only thing that could hold Jordan.
Yeah, he talk about it. And they said the only thing he hate about him, he said the only thing he can tell you about MJ, we just got tired of looking at that motherfucker, the bottom of his shoes.
That's what I'm talking about. He just remind you of your uncle. And when he was sitting there talking to you, I'm laughing so hard. I said,
That nigga turned around, that nigga jumped so high when he turned around and shoot him to a fadeaway and said, all you see is the bottom of that nigga's shoes, right?
And nigga say, man, I stayed up at night because I know Mad Max. I know Mad Max. He ain't tripping like you and him, like you ain't, you know, what he indulging what he was doing, but the mentality was the same. Like, y'all come
kind of
from
raised
it.
me too, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Come from it. And Max, I'm looking at him when he say, man, I had to think about it the night before with Jordan.
He couldn't go out. He said he didn't go out.
Man, that man will be in the streets wherever he at, man.
Nigga say, nope, he ain't doing it with
Hoes
MJ.
and dope, man.
He say he ain't doing it with MJ.
That's crazy, bro. So he let you know Black Jesus a different type of gentleman, man. But to me, that's if it's anything, I'm waiting to be Mad Max, man, because, man, he's a true G, man.
Yeah,
That man
shout
got
out,
me
man.
out there $40 a day. He done beat several people right.
Yeah, he ain't gonna play no game. He
His
on his
name
bread
got
now.
bad. I'm talking about this nigga millionaire, and he... whoa. I say, boy, you got to be an animal for that type of shit.
He is,
How you
bro.
gonna be Mad Maxwell gave you something? You can't shoot him.
And look,
Ain't nothing you can do.
look, if he walked in here right now, I'm gonna go and tell you what he would say to you.
My bad.
Oh man, old Max did that to you? Oh man, baby, old Max did that to you? My bad, baby, my bad,
Yeah, I
baby.
can see him.
You know, I was in a different time, baby. My bad, baby.
My bad. I'm talking
Oh,
about-
Max. Hey, but look, man, Max got a show coming out.
No.
Yeah, called Deep Fried. So it's a show where food all around the world meets real nigga taste buds.
Oh, man.
So we going. It's a lot of social media people. Stale Cracker, my boy Audrey, Les Barbecue, Ralph. It's a lot of people on social media that be cooking in their backyard in the swamps and all that. So we call it deep fried because, as you know, we both smoke, we both drink. So we going to get deep fried. And we're going to go try new foods. And you know you're going to get our honest opinion. And I feel sorry for the first person that give Vernon Maxwell some bad food.
I swear, 2 Chainz show finna be second. Cause this nigga in Mad
We finna
Max
have a
gonna
good
tell it
time.
the truth. No, this ain't it, baby.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time.
I don't know
man.
who taught you what to do, what you do, but they need to go back to school again, man.
Deep fried going to be a hit, man.
Man, rap music, bro. I'm in the club. Rick them then just started promoting. Killer Calleon on the team, Disney on the team. All I hear in this show, all I hear is, the richest nigga in the building. I'm the richest nigga in the building here. I say, what the hell? His Stak going crazy. I tell you, he done won that ring. This 02, 03, he got that ring.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm talking about San Antonio spinner. I'm talking about he in Texas with it. The richest nigga in the building. And he rapping. I say, man, why the fuck did this nigga rap? What? I always knew you had it. You know what I mean? Like I told you, man, like that. We'll talk about that first time later. But what made you just go ahead and say, I'm finna just fuck off millions in the rap game?
Fucking, I blame my partner Nip, Dwayne Thomas. I blame him 11th Street. He was had a group named Gangsta Players. They was like the hot rap group, and they was organized. Like their mama had them. His brother was a DJ. They really had a studio and all that shit. So we used to go hang out at their house. And we started freestyling and shit, rapping there. You know what I'm saying? Just freestyling, fucking with y'all, listening to Screw, going there, sipping syrup, thinking we can do the same thing, recreate the Screw House in PA.
I got this bread.
Oh, man.
And I got
this is before the bread. Yeah, this is way before the bread, nigga.
Gotcha.
We was teenagers, you know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? We was drinking and smoking, just trying to figure out rapping and shit. So, you know, when I got some bread, I had some friends that was in the music that wanted to rap, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to, you know, try to help them out. And I'm like, shit, I'm putting my money in this shit.
I'm finna rap too.
That
was the smartest thing. Then I said,
get my balls off.
And then, see, I might well, but it's the smartest thing to do. But back then, everybody wanted to be a CEO. Everybody wanted to be Carl Crawford, like what he doing. Everybody wanted to try it, but nobody had the gall like you to say, you know what, I'm finna do this too.
Yeah, and I mean, I knew, you know, it was something for all of us to do, though. Everybody. We had a role for everybody. All my boys, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of my friends with me when I played basketball, when we lived in Atlanta. So, you know, it was just something for all of us to do. We traveled, we went on tours, promoting mixtapes and albums, did shows, all kind of stuff, and I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I really had a passion. You know, I really wanted to show people that I really can rap, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, as a basketball player, that shit is so hard. But, bitch, I have a platinum album, I can tell you that.
I was just finna say, and you put a plaque out them people on that.
Yeah.
That's the killer part.
Yeah, I got one on their ass. But you know how
Shaq, I don't even think Kobe went platinum.
Hell no. Nah.
So it was Kobe probably went a nipple.
I love Bean, but not no Booth.
Man, that was crazy.
And nah, that shit was terrible.
That was crazy. Like what are we doing?
And you know what? Let me shout some people out. Lou Williams, Lance Stevenson, Amon Shumpert, Dame Lillard. Who else rap? BD, Baron Davis just dropped a project. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my brothers that's rapping and that's putting out their music. Cause all y'all niggas is mixtapes and miles behind me, nigga. I don't know how many mixtapes I done got out, nigga, and shows I done did.
Yeah.
Like y'all just ain't
not the richest nigga in the
man,
building.
I got mixtapes on mixtapes and songs on songs with your favorite rapper that y'all ain't even heard about.
Yeah.
Because I'm more like the street military of this shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm underground, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to all my brothers that's rapping. I've been trying to get everybody together. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not everybody's taste. You know what I'm saying? I know you might feel like you risking something fuck with me because I am a liability at times. So I agree with you. I am a liability, but I've been trying to get them niggas together to do something for a while, and hopefully one day it happen.
Oh yeah.
But me and Shaq talk all the time.
You thinking about visiting it again?
I mean, the last project I did went platinum, so
you feel me?
I thought about doing a Good Trouble too. I haven't started writing no music, Mike, and listen to me or nothing, but I have thought about it, but I ain't done nothing.
How did you get your relationship with Fat Joe?
I can't tell a lot of that shit, huh, Raw D? You can't talk.
Yeah. Oh, we got off the record on that, but
I will say this. I
that's
love
your
it.
brother, ain't it, man?
I love the shit out of Fat Joe. I can say this. Shout out to Stephon Marbury. That's how the connection happened. When I got to New Jersey, playing with Steph, we show up out there. You know, H-Time starts dying. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Like, no, sir, we don't do this out here, nigga. Take them shits off, stand them up, and leave them in that motherfucker.
No.
Man, that nigga bought us baggy jeans, Timbs, bought me an Escalade truck.
Come on now.
Yeah, when they just came out, you know what I'm saying? Steph showed us a lot of love. So Steph was running New York at the time, and him and Fat Joe had a great relationship. So it got to the point where, you know, when me and Raw D, we was going out, hanging out and shit, Fat Joe was sending to his people from Terror Squad, and they'll be in the club.
With y'all.
Making sure we straight. Yeah, I mean, and you know, me and him, dog, we out there like.
So Fat Joe was really that guy
we
out there.
wildin', huh? Dog, we out there wildin', bro. Listen.
What?
We out there wildin'. We have no reason to be at the places we at. We ain't, neither one of us never been to New York and New Jersey. It's cold in the motherfucker. Nigga doing donuts in the snow. Nigga, we ain't never drove in the snow, none of that. Nigga, I was what, 19, 20? You know what I'm saying? Man? So, bro, it was a culture shock, but Steph made it easy for us, and like that's how the relationship became with Fat Joe, to the point where a lot of stuff that went on. You know what I'm saying? Well, me and my brother Roy D was there. You know what I'm saying? And you know, doing some real shit with Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? You know us. You know we stay solid. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I got this Terror Squad piece, because I'm not somebody that bought a relationship with Joe. Nah. This was in 2000.
Do y'all even have a song together?
I don't think we never do no music together.
That's when you know it's real.
Yeah, we ain't never did no music together. But 2000, 2001, we've been family ever since. You know what I'm saying? We've been family ever since. And so shout out to everybody with Terror Squad, bro. Joe my guy. That's my guy.
I see.
Yeah, I ain't got no problems nowhere he at. Put it like that.
And then we go to Kiki. How did you meet the Don?
I think I'm Kiki's biggest fan, bro.
Yeah? I mean, I think we all are, yeah.
Fuck
if you a certain age.
Mike, you second. I'm Kiki's biggest fan, bro.
He say I'm second.
And let me tell you why. Because like
of Pat. I would say that because
Pat won for you.
Pat won for me by default.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at that.
And Key definitely number 2. Him and Poke hold a 2-2. You know what I mean? Because Poke was another.
Poke my 2. I'm just saying.
Hey, Pope. But when you go to talking, hold on. Before we go to you, before we go to how you talking about Key, we got to say this here. Give me your top 5 SUC right quick.
Top 5 SUC, I'm going Don. I'm going Dina. I'm going Pat. I'm going Ro. Ro consider SUC?
Yes, for sure.
I'm going Ro. Yeah. And I just got to do it, bro, because I love this voice, man. KK, man. KK had the voice, man. Am I tripping?
Down the boulevard.
KK had the voice. Come on, man.
No, but
KK had that voice, man. KK had the voice.
This is what it is about KK and Mike D. You know it all 100% fact.
Yeah. But see, you had the voice, Mike D. you had the voice. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing, the miggity, you had the voice.
Right.
Once your voice come on the mic, it just take over. So you was the voice. So we had to give you you was the voice.
Come on now.
Yeah, the voice. You was the voice, the drink man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you was the voice. You was the voice.
And you know Mikey. 100% fact, though, and that's respect.
Yeah,
brother.
Yeah, you was the voice.
That's
the
deep,
voice.
Man. So how did you meet Kiki, man? I mean, how did y'all, I know you met him, but what gave y'all the relationship y'all got so deep?
I mean, rest in peace to my little brother, too, man.
Ooh.
Me and Key don't have no relationship if it wasn't for Two. Two, the reason why I was around Key and them. Two is the reason why I was at the shows. While me and Key built the studio, me, Key and Hawk built the studio nobody don't even know about for the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, when Hawk was alive, not this one over here by DSD1.
Nah, when Hawk was alive. Because me, Key and Hawk, you know, we was doing the studio together. But Two, me and Two is my real brother. Like Two is somebody who I love with a passion. You know what I'm saying? My little brother, my brother and him, Two birthday on the same day. You know what I'm saying? So like Two is somebody who we really love and we really miss, bro. Like he was a big part of our life. So
shout out D.
Shout out D too. That's how I met Key. That's how I got to the relationship to the point where we was traveling on shows and the niggas was coming to San Antonio. So during that time, I was already a fan of Key before I met him, so I was anxious to meet him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this the Don. Yeah, the youngest Don. Come on, man.
Don from
Nigga getting Southside fades, nigga getting a little because of this nigga. Man, come on, man. Everything because of this nigga. So nigga shocking and rocking because of this nigga, man. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a genuine relationship, but after doing time passed, well, a lot of people that was around that time either passed or, you know, we'll say fell off or when it made some different, you know what I'm saying, made some different decisions.
Yeah.
You know, life threw something in their way or something like that, and they all still my brothers, but me and Key was able to be blessed to continue to stay doing things and to stay having motion. So during that time, you know, Key kept putting out music, and like, you know, I'm like, damn, Key, you keeping that sound together. What you know what I'm saying? So to the point where
today,
we start talking again. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We start talking more. You know what I'm saying? Well, he's sending me his albums at 4 Time, and he's sending me the 713 gear. You know, to the point we became real brothers now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still his biggest fan, man. Like every album he drop, I'm the first one to post it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a real fan of my bro, but I'm just happy to see the longevity he having in this space, man. Because a lot of niggas don't. Him and Slim, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, but they've been loyal to their state. They've been loyal to who they are. They haven't went outside and tried to follow a trend just to be famous or to get some traction. They stand who they are, and that's what I respect. I respect authenticity. You know what I'm saying? And those two guys are definitely mascots to that. So. Shout out to Key and to Slim, man, for continuing to keep that Texas sound, what we grew up to, the soundtrack of our life going, because
without them, it's gone.
A lot of niggas just following trend, and all y'all whack.
For real. In real life, I always wanted y'all to do a record label together during that time. I'm like, man, if we tried
it. Me, you know, I take a lot of credit for that too, because, you know, that wasn't my baby. Basketball was my bread and butter. So I didn't, you know what I'm saying? At that time, I couldn't put everything out. Now, if I could have put anything I put my all to is gonna work. Yeah. If I could have put everything in at that time, it would have worked. But I didn't have time, and I know they had their own things they was doing. Key was still in the street and rapping. You know what I'm saying? So
it took a time for
there was a lot of shit going on.
He would have got out of him if we could have knew this one thing, and I'm sure this probably was shortage. But being an artist and a CEO is what hurt us all in this regard. Is you could have just said, here's $5 million. Yeah. And just get it done. Let me get out your way. Kiki need that type of, because he already know what he doing. When we all made mistakes, you play basketball, I'm the drink man, Priya's, and you taking job changes and doing different things. We had always had something else. This all he got and all he had. So he just needed that one. But right now it's beautiful because it's paying off so pretty right now.
Yeah, man.
Big highs is still. He buy Bentleys when he want them.
Buy them when he want. Couple cars, couple farms. Keep him a drop. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sons in school. He doing good, man. I'm happy for him, man, because, you know, he deserve it, bro. He really created a movement that, and he was a big part of a movement. Let me say not created, but he was a big part of a movement that a lot of people don't pay homage to, you know, especially in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like, to this day. You know, you can name a lot of these rappers that's here today, but you put on the Kiki song, everybody in the club going word for word. You play some new shit, and a couple people might not know that shit.
How you feel about this new album?
I've been listening to it, man. It's crazy. Count Your Blessings. I think the first time I heard Count Your Blessings, you know, I cried a lot because I lost a lot of siblings. So, you know, when I'm Count Your Blessings, like that shit resonated with me because, you know, you lose a lot, you know, God still blessing you. You want people to be here to celebrate your blessings with you, and they not in the physical. So that song will touch you, bro. And he always give you one of them.
Every time.
He always give you one of them that's gonna take you there, bro. So I look forward to that with his albums. And this album here was one of his ones that you can jam all the way through. A lot of features, a lot of samples, but that's what I expect from Key, and that shit it's another classic one, bro.
It's either done, and I don't think he know how much this motherfucker jamming, because it's everybody talking about him. And Quiet Money Died is the only people being listened to right now.
Bro, you know, and I know that bitch Key know he jamming. And I'm gonna if anybody gonna say he jamming, he gonna say he jamming. For real,
I killed him this time.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
I got a bad bitch.
I got a bad bitch right here.
I got a bad bitch right here.
Let me tell you one thing. One motherfucker. This
nigga made me pull in Capitol Grill parking lot. Remember, I called the niggas on the phone. He made me pull in Capitol Grill parking lot till the last album he dropped. He saw me. He was like, man, meet me. I pulled it, got in the car with him, blew a square, and heard that whole project. And that's when I heard that bad motherfucker he got with Slim Thug and Killer. That on the last album, that's a bad motherfucker.
Why you think Killer ain't never made it to the
because man, you know, when you too good at something, bro, and you know it, and you weigh it on you are what's the word I'm looking for? You are a threat to everybody. And Killer's a threat to everybody rapping, not just in Houston, but to any man walking that feel like they can write a rhyme down on a piece of paper. That's how good he is. And everybody in Houston know that. But, you know, I think just with Killer, like, he's not changing. Killer ain't changing with time. He ain't finna become a new rapper and wear the new clothes and rap the new way for somebody to start buying his shit. And that's why we all love him. But when it come down to it, and you can put anybody in front of him, Jadakiss will speak on it, everybody speak on it. When it come down to just rapping and getting in front of that mic and spitting 16 bars or maybe 32 or whatever, you ain't finna find 4 or 5 people that's gonna come harder than him bar for bar.
They can mess with Killer, man.
I'm just saying, bro.
It is what it is. But, like, I just, you know, and I talk to him all the time, and he's a workaholic. But I just, sometimes the formula or favor, I don't know what it is that he ain't. Because every top rapper know who he is. Every fan know who he is. It just, I don't know, we all one hit away.
You know, that too, but, you know, like I said, you got to know what God, you got to know what God has for you. You know, I heard I watch your show all the time. Somebody said a big jewel to Kill, and I hope he listened. Stop. You got a pen. Your pen is crazy. I don't know who said this on here.
Yeah, they did
you
say
would make so much money just
writing for people. Yeah. Sometimes your calling ain't what you think your calling is. You ain't done it. Allah told me this is what I was supposed to be doing. I prayed and asked him, and we went viral the next day. 5 know the story. It was December 31st while everybody was in the club with their family. My wife done left me. I'm messed up last 2 years, worst years of my life. And I prayed and I say, if I'm doing what you want me to be doing, give me a sign. We woke up the next morning around the world. So it's what you think you're supposed to be doing and what are you supposed to really be doing that Killer need to ask himself.
Yeah.
And get it done. He too talented, man.
And the nigga write movies.
And he draw.
The nigga write plays, he draw.
Yeah.
The nigga design clothes. And he's super smart, bro. He's super smart. That's why one thing about it, the bitch got money. Now the bitch do so much shit, he gonna keep a bag. You know what I'm saying? But he really wants his respect in music because he know how good he is. And I want him to get it too. But like I said, the nigga, he just weird. When he walk in the room, before he say a word on the mic, bitch, you gonna know he think he the best rapper in now. I'm just telling you, it's just how he walk in the room. And that offends a lot of people.
It do.
I love it.
It really do. In the new generation, I know we don't listen to a lot of this bang bang, shoot 'em up, kill music, you know, but do you see anything in our little picking pool as far as Houston or Dallas that you see potential in?
Yeah, I like Sauce got a lot of shit. Sauce Walker, I listen to Sauce.
He's a leader.
I listen to Sauce Walker. I don't like the way, you know, he responding to some shit. I fuck with him. That's like Lil Bro, you know what I'm saying? But I want him to, you know, get back to getting that money, get back to splashing him with that music and shit, because you know, he was on a hell of a run with this music shit, bro.
Well, he's a club owner now. He think he Dollar Bill. I mean, I try to say, man, Dollar Bill, chill, Dollar Bill.
Hey, get your money, boy.
He going to sleep, waking up with 4, 5 of them in the bed. He us when we was young.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
This what I'm telling people. You got to let him be a kid.
I just want him to get to our age and continue to see it, because we know how I feel at 47 to be able to still have this money and still live the life the way you want to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What we didn't know at that age,
you got to anchor.
We'll be a fools not to try to share with them. If they take heed to it or not, that's on them. But we will be doing them a disservice, bro, if we don't share it with them what we know. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's all. And it ain't trying to tell them niggas what to do. I just seen some things from me making my mistakes, and I know how I should have responded. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I want to share with him. But that's my nigga, man. That nigga getting the money. He's doing some great, and he was, like I say, he was making some great music. And I want him to get back to that because I'm a fan.
Well, the internet is a
shout out Maxo Cream. Shout out D Flowers. Shout out who else rapping that I was listening to? Fast Lane.
For sure.
Shout out of course my baby brother, Stunner Bam.
For sure.
Who else I miss? I might be missing somebody. DeLorean, shout out D-Lo. My boy D-Lo, one of the hardest niggas in Houston.
I'm putting you on Quiet Money Dot too.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you on this
Okay.
Quiet Money Dot.
Okay.
Big Tony,
Okay.
Quiet Money Dot.
Shout out my boy Eddie Coke.
Oh, for
Fuck you talking
sure.
about. Shout out Eddie Coke, man. Eddie Coke a fool.
Eddie boy doing their thing.
Eddie Coke a
man.
fool, man.
I love it, man. I'm talking about, but you know, they all got to grow in their own space and their own place. And
I support all y'all.
Got to.
Mm-hmm.
What made you become Muslim?
I was going, you know, if you look, it's the video of when I won the championship in 03. You know what I'm saying? I was on stage and they was asking me about something and I don't know how it came out. In the video on my page, I posted it. I said, I want to thank Allah. And bro, I wasn't studying Islam and nothing like that. It just came out.
It came out.
Yeah, this was 2003, the video on my page.
Wow.
It just came out. I didn't even try to say it. I was trying to say, I want to thank God. I was going to church around it, you know what I'm saying? It just came out, bro. You know what I'm saying? So after years passed, I never really studied. I never really thought about it, you know what I'm saying? During the George Floyd time, you know, there's a lot of things that was making me think deep. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing how people really hate us. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing the world turn upside down right in front of my eyes, and I'm in the middle of it, like I'm the face of it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never thought of being in the middle of no protests and burning the police station down and shit like that. Like that shit we see in movies. Like I'm not no activist. To this day, I'm not. I just roll for my friend. Like I wouldn't dare say I'm an activist when there's people out there that spend every day of their life fighting for the betterment of our people. That's an activist.
I was fighting for my
friend.
And
I wouldn't demean the work that they do to say I'm that. I just roll for my friend. You did. You know what I'm saying? But that was just a situation, brother. I had no idea what I was gonna go through. So during that time, you know, I was questioning myself. You know, it was times like Roxanne, George Floyd, she called me after like 3 weeks. She ain't seen me. She's like, I'm seeing a picture of you, and you don't look like you ain't ate in a minute. I was small, and I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I was just on the go doing interviews, trying to be there for these people, traveling from state to state, 29 different states. Me and my girl Q trying to help all areas that we ain't from, just trying to show love. You know, we gotta stay together. You know, support each other. And during that time, I was. Right before that time, it's a dude named Mazi. That was like the first person that was a real Muslim who I was around a lot besides my y'all when we was young, but we never talked about it. But
right.
You know what I'm saying? Mazi was somebody who we heard a lot of the Muslim lingo from, a lot of the, you know what I'm saying? That's how I learned. Basically, most stuff that I even heard or talked about was from Mazi. You know what I'm saying? And so during the George Floyd time, I just woke up one morning and I was building a relationship with Tone Trump, Philadelphia. Shout out Tone Trump. And I woke up one morning, bro, doing all that shit. I was just frustrated one day and I was like, man, today, fuck that, today. And I called him. I said, bro, I'm ready to take my shahada. Man. And I flew to Philadelphia and I took my shahada.
In Philadelphia?
Flew to Philly and took my shahada.
Ah, that's dope,
my sister, Na was there. You know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah, my sister, Na was there. And a lot of the brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, showed up for me. So it was a beautiful day. I ain't felt the same since.
When I seen it come across my timeline, it was one of the best days of my life when I seen it because you wear that so well. See, Islam is not nothing that we go around saying, hey, become Muslim. Hey, right. You, 5 Muslim.
We revert back.
You're reverting back. There's no conversion. You revert back. The trees, the grass.
We was born Muslim.
Everything's Muslim. It's just a submission of the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's all it is, y'all. Yeah. So we don't preach it that way, but you see it on us.
Right.
And that's what's attractive. Your brother that you seen that was around, the only person that seen what it did for him.
Yeah.
And now people are watching what it's doing for you because it's a big crown to wear on top of what you already are. And, and you the person for the job.
And let me share this too, because I don't know if they remember. I think another reason too that really it touched me was when I went to Mazi's funeral. And, you know, the Muslim funeral is different.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And his mama, his mama is so well respected. I still send her flowers to this day on Mother's Day. But Mazi know a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people. We ain't from Atlanta. And I remember she was in a Sprinter van. And everybody was trying to get to her to say hi to her. And she saw me out. And, You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never met his mama. You know what I'm saying? But she is a queen. You know, it's like
She Muslim?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
I'm on her deen, bro. Like whole life. So she is somebody who I really admire because I seen her strength with burying her son, but the look on her face is the look that we all want to have when we facing that type of adversity. Whatever you know, I want to know when I'm dealing with something like this.
It shines.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Inshallah. So, yeah, that was a big part of me making that decision too. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It's just how it works for other people. It's so attractive.
And you can't predict it. Like one of my homeboys asked me, my partner Sip asked me recently about, but when did you know you was gonna take shahada? I think I'm gonna take mine such and such. I say, bro, that ain't how it work.
Thank you.
You got to wake up one morning and you got to feel it. There ain't no plan. I'm going to do this 2 weeks from now. It don't work like that.
And
it don't work like that.
When you say that, La ilaha illallah Rasulullah, when you say that, everything is gone. That's why he say it don't work like that.
Don't work like that, bro.
When you say that, it's just like a Christian that accepts Jesus in their life.
Yeah.
That's the feeling.
Yeah.
That you get. And when you do that, Allah does it for you and he turns your life around and now you the highest paid in the department that you in working for yourself.
A blessing, man. It's a blessing, man. I constantly give credit to my team, but you know, a lot of stuff was timing with us. You know what I'm saying? The time was right. When we came in, you know, God don't make mistakes, man. When we came in, we was the first to do what we was doing. We came in smoking. We came in with Showtime. You know, so we had a lot of ups on a lot of people. And we just stayed with it, bro. We never changed. We built up our relationships. Excuse me. I was able to get some big interviews with Will Smith, you know, right after the slap.
That was dope.
You know, we got Rachel Nichols right after her ESPN situation. You know what I'm saying? We had Jada Pickett, you know, when she dropped her book. So we had a lot of, we've been doing a lot. We had Kobe last interview, which mean the world to me. So I think, you know, God just laid a path for us, man, and we just continue to follow it. And I think, you know, if me and Matt continue to, which I know we will, continue to be loyal to each other, you know what I'm saying? I think we're going to continue to ride this thing out as long as we don't let nobody come between us.
What's the goals for it? What's the end? I know it's not an end goal, but what's the next phase y'all looking for becoming
the boxing space.
Network?
The boxing space, yeah.
So y'all opening a network.
Showtime Boxing is now All the Smoke Fight. So, like I said, we have Andre Ward and Roy Jones. So we just try to get big in the fight space. If eventually putting on our own fights, you know, doing some collabs with people like Netflix and stuff. We did some work with Netflix for the Jake Paul Tyson fight. So we building those relationships, you know, with Top Rank, hopefully PBC or something like that. But we in the boxing space. We plan on putting on our own fights. We have the blueprint from Showtime Boxing, which is us now. So it makes all the sense in the world.
Baby, Al Heyman in the making, man. I see it. Young Billy.
Trying to be a boxing promoter.
Yeah, when you stepping in that ring, you looking at them Billies, man.
Yeah.
I'm so ready to have this stack fire to
Billy.
Billy.
Can touch it. I believe it. I believe we can touch it. Yeah. I've never dreamed small, bro. Like I'm a realist. You know what I'm saying? But I've also seen the miraculous stuff God could do. You know what I'm saying? So why would I limit myself to say I can't touch $1 billion? I done touched a couple hundred already.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm 47 years old. I ain't hit 50 yet.
He ain't say 100,000.
I ain't hit 50 yet, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hit 50 yet, so.
It's a lot of people getting into the media space and the podcast and in the blog. And when you see shit that go on like what's going on the West Coast where people going to jail behind this here, and to the young, you know, content creators coming up, man, can you give them some words of what not to do, to not to end up, we don't have to say no names, but just not to end up what's happening?
Yeah, I think attention is the most addictive drug out right now. You know what I'm saying? People just want to be seen and want to have attention, man. Just want to, you know, I think if you feel that you got to demean yourself to be seen, that's not the right thing to do. Because anytime you feel like you got to do something stupid, run around, pour water on your head, run into a wall and film it, like, if you feel like you got to do stuff like that, you're really not talented. Because that's not your talent. I don't think hurting yourself is a talent. I don't think demeaning yourself is a talent. A talent is when you're blossoming. A talent is when you're doing something, you're showing the best sides of yourself, something you do great, right? So if you feel that you have to demean yourself to be famous, it's not gonna work because there's too many authentic things going on where people gonna put money behind, and it's a million people that's doing what you're doing. It's more people that's unsuccessful than there's people that's successful. So feel what I'm saying? It's way more people that's watching successful people sitting at home hating than it is people that's being successful, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the hating is contagious. That's why he doing something that's dumb, that's real easy.
I can do it.
Let me go run into a wall and film it.
And do some dumb shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even the football player, like, whoever to do this, but that's doing the water, like, he created something that he wanted to do. Salute to him. Not everybody trying to do it, and it ain't gonna be the same. So I'm just saying, like, everybody have their own talent. You got to find your talent, but never think that you have to demean yourself or demean anybody else to get ahead, because that shit gonna backfire on you.
Every time.
You're gonna wake up one morning and realize some shit, you're gonna look at some shit that went viral, and you're gonna read the comments and see everybody not laughing at you. They're not laughing with you, they're laughing at you. And then you gotta go look in the mirror like, damn, why I do that shit? You know what I'm saying? So try to keep your integrity with whatever you're doing on social media or whatever you're trying to create for yourself. But don't feel like you gotta be one of the people that's willing to demean themselves or try to talk about street shit, or, you know what I'm saying, just feel like you gotta get in somebody else's life that don't even know you and talk about their downfalls to make you get ahead. That shit never works, bro. Anytime you gotta demean somebody to get ahead, that shit catches up with you. And my boys talk about all the time, the karma, the bullshit, and the demeaning you do, it might not hit you. It's gonna hit somebody you love. And that's gonna hurt you more.
Man. And to these young guys that's in the streets, they're not even doing it for money.
They're not really in the streets.
They gang banging with their partners, or they doing hang banging. I call it hang banging.
Hood hopping.
What can you tell these youngsters to stop them from doing what they doing? Because we can't stop them. Without having something else for them to do. We got to replace it with something. What words can you give them, and what options can you give us to help replace for these youngsters?
I would say this, bro. I understand, because, you know, it's a lot of people that ain't here with us right now that we was all hearing the same lessons and everybody wasn't able to take heed to it. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. Everybody might not get it. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't want to listen to it, Mike D. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen the right thing said to all of us, and a lot of my friends, and a lot of them not here. So I understand both sides of it. Right? A lot of the youngsters out here, they don't want to be in the street. They don't want to shoot nobody. They want to survive, man. They trying to eat. They trying to put on a nice pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? They trying to live right.
They want that bad.
Bro, not even that, Mike D. They trying to live. They trying to live right with some meaning. Not in the house, mama struggling, I got to come outside and wear some bullshit shoes and hang around my pot. Like, no, I want to live with some meaning. I want to have my own. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to help my mama, like, and it's not too many avenues to get straight to that. So I guess I got to follow the bullshit to try to figure it out. Ain't nobody just teaching us, okay, just go get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, the blueprint is not really there for them. Because it wasn't really there for us.
But we're ridiculing them without giving them a chance.
Exactly. We trying to give them we trying to tell these niggas to pay attention to the same shit that was told us that we ignored.
They didn't care about it.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I said, we still try to give it to them so they won't make the same mistakes, and whoever catch it. But I understand it, man. These niggas trying to survive, bro. I wouldn't want to just live just at a complacent. Like, I get it. Them niggas struggling. You seeing a motherfucker going on the corner and sell dope and how easy it can be and come home next week with a car. Damn, that shit look easy. Not knowing the penitentiary chances you taking. All you thinking about is getting that car, bringing some money home, helping mama, getting some new shoes. You trying to live to see the next day. So I get it, bro. I get it. If we could come up with a blueprint where we can take these motherfuckers, like, no, until then, Mike, like, I could try to help, but I understand it. They want a better life, bro. And if you're not gonna physically put some money in these young niggas' hands or put a job in their hands where life can change right there, what can you say to them? Words can't do shit. Words ain't paying no bills.
Didn't mean nothing else.
Man, I wish a nigga would thought I made it off Told You Souls and keep going.
And you know something, Fab? This the thing.
Nigga.
This the thing. They
Like
told us
Russell
not
say.
to do it, but when we start getting the money, oh yeah, okay, you got the money now.
I told you was gonna do that shit, boy.
I knew you was gonna
I
do
been
it.
said that. Remember I told you was gonna do it?
Yeah, man. And I'm talking about to you, the parents. You hear me? Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I come drop 100,000 on the bed and ask, hey, we got to get this bank account, do this here, do this, that.
I just tell these niggas to believe in yourself, man. The streets is a dead end, bro. It's a dead end. I mean, if you value jail, hey, that's where you're on your way to, jail or death. And I've lost a lot of siblings. Losing somebody ain't a good feeling. And I ain't never did no time in jail, but I know a million motherfuckers who went to jail, and that ain't it. So if you don't want to really live life, if you don't want to be able to experience what life really is, bro, then keep doing what you're doing. But it's opportunities out there, because today, I can say this on the flip side, we have more young black millionaires than we ever had.
Come here, be a content creator.
Content creators, music. We have more young black millionaires than we ever had. And, and it's not from education.
Or rappers.
It's not from going to school.
Or athletes.
All that. So it's avenues for us, but I just think, they got to be willing to open their mind up to do different shit. But you only know what you see.
That's some deep shit. Basically, what he telling y'all is weigh your options. Is more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah.
Cause the streets ain't
more options than we had, Mike D.
You dead in them streets. It's a camera phone. This is why y'all dead.
And cameras on every light.
And cameras everywhere you look. Yeah. On everybody's house, Ring cameras, all kind of shit. Man, when I seen you doing the protest for George, it just made me think one thing, man. I said, man, I know that's your brother. You love him, man. But did it make you think about your brother? Do you miss your brother, man?
Which one?
Damn, how many brothers you lost out here in these streets, man?
I lost my older brother. I lost my little brother, and Georgie. Yeah.
So when you was doing that, was that to like, man, bro, like, I know them type of pains we don't get to process, losing family members so close like that. We don't really get to process it. So when certain things come up, we just go hard on it because this is what we wish we could have did this time. Mm-hmm. Now we able to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I never wanted to show any emotion around Gianna. I never did. I never cried around her because she really felt like she was on my shoulders, like I was lifting her up, like I was really, like she made me feel like
I loved it too.
What I was doing was what I was supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying? But every time I got away from her, the death threats nigga was getting, my wife was getting, like it was a lot, bro. It was a lot. I almost lost my podcast, like it was a lot at the time.
You put a lot on the line for us, man, and I want to thank you for that, man.
Appreciate you.
For real, man.
Yeah,
I'm talking about really, really thank you for that, man, because you led the charge, and thank Trey the Truth as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For that. For real, real. And it's crazy because y'all made the world feel us, man.
It ain't no blueprint to that shit, Mike D. You just gotta,
Definitely ain't, man.
I never expected to be in there, but I had great support, man. I had a great support system.
Man, bro. It's your birthday, baby.
12 o'clock, baby, for AK-47. Anybody say something crazy to me, this is my AK-47 year. I am coming at you niggas. I ain't letting nothing slide this year. I'm telling y'all now. Wacko Jacko is back, AK-47 year at 12 o'clock. I ain't letting nothing slide, so leave me alone this year. Catch me at 48, because I ain't letting nothing slide this year. I'm telling y'all.
Man,
on that.
That's what I'm
definitely
about,
on that. I don't want no problems, but if you started, I'm on that.
I'm going to finish.
And what I'm saying, if you little peon saying my name, I'm not gonna do that with y'all. But if somebody who I feel like, I can get a little workout with,
we finna take it down now, man. That's why I've been working out. Yeah. So you got family in the building. You got people that flying for you, man. You got all us ready for tomorrow, ready to get suited and booted.
Yeah, shout out Groucho,
Harlem Nights,
Young.
What you got going on tomorrow, man?
Man, we're doing the Harlem Nights theme, 47th birthday party, man, at this club out here. I did a theme birthday party last year. We did Peaky Blinders. You ever seen Peaky Blinders? You tripping.
Come on, man.
I
got to get on. You seen it, 5?
Oh, he tripping, ain't he? Irish mob, man. Stak Shelby. His name Thomas Shelby. But
Put me on
I was Stak Shelby that night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we all showed up in our proper attire. I'll show you the pictures. It was sick. So this year we doing Harlem Nights. We doing Black Mob this year. So, you know, tuxedos, you know, gowns, real player shit, hosted by Thugg and Bun. So it's gonna be a movie.
That's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be a movie, man. Yeah. Shout out my wife and Chloe for putting it together.
Everybody hand at this very moment, man. Hey man, we finna do a toast to my brother, man. My brother came from nothing, you hear me? West side, PA side, you dig what I'm saying?
You dig what I'm saying? You hear me?
From the west side, we got an emphasis on west side. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody, if you a certified player, we need to glass up.
Yeah, I love all
Happy
y'all.
birthday to 5, you know what I'm talking about?
I love all y'all.
You dig what I'm saying? 4-7, man.
You get what I'm saying?
The Trillies.
Yeah.
On 3, we gonna do a happy birthday to 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Run that shit, man.
Y'all put that together, man. I'm talking about, man, I'm excited, man, and I'm just glad to hear. And we just speaking of big timers. I'm finna make this big timer call in, and we gonna give him a check in, man, and to see if he pick up, since he keep calling me 50 times while I'm doing this here. We gonna give him a shout out since he making it a must that I picked the phone up, man. Say what's up to Johnny Binder, man. Oh,
What's up, baby?
this the godfather of the game. Whitney
sir.
Houston. I'm talking about giving $20 million just to be the advisor.
Yes,
You hear
sir.
me?
Yes, sir.
Bobby didn't like it, y'all. We looking at the H-Time GOAT right here, man.
Yes, sir.
It's going down, man. There's millions and billions in the building, man. I'm gonna hit you right back, Godfather, in a minute, all right? There it is. Let's go. All right. Love you too. Like a
Wow, like
salam. All right. Yeah, man. I can't make it up.
Yeah, no.
I can't make it up,
Ain't no
man.
mystery in your history.
I can't make it up, man. I thank you for coming.
Yeah,
I'm
come on,
looking
man.
forward to tomorrow, man. We gonna kick it. I will be to Atlanta or where you at in Melrose? Where you say you at in
Santa Monica.
Santa Monica?
No, excuse me. We're in Marina. Excuse me, Marina right now. Marina Del Rey.
Sounds even better.
Marina Del Rey. Hey man, shout out to all my brothers out there. Underground Lounge, Out the Mud podcast, Gil, everybody out there, man, that's doing podcasts. Shaq, everybody podcast, man. Salute to y'all. Let's continue to get this money.
Get the money, man. Let's go. Appreciate you out. Assalamu alaikum, man.
Wa alaikum salam.
We good. Yeah.